welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young in Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is down on 2nd down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Young working from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just caught.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and short, here's Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that gives the 49ers the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Get some space around midfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's McCaffrey again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. We dodged the tackle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. To the air on 1st down. Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Go with Dowdle on the run. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. And the Panthers first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Panthers
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
A gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun snap now to Young. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Young. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. The inside give to Dowdle. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 1-point game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Isaac Gorindo to return. Escapes the defender. The average team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Purdy on the play action. And he goes. The Panthers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. You're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Panthers countering with a dime package here. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
The career is more at stake when you win your prom. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Panther offense headed out to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll start on the ground. Gallo. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Here's Dowdle again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Now it's Young. And that one's complete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. That ball is out. Young lost it. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Carolina in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pretty throwing here on first. Hits his running back. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. Ooh, puts him air under this one, right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, downing it at the 1. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Dowdle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next down. That was a valuable little run right there.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Young to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Hubbard. Still going through the 25. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Looking to throw, Young. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Teneroll McMillan that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Purdy throwing here. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Someone read the gift to McCaffrey. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Tight end going in motion here. Third and short. Here's Purdy. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Fourth down, pass coming. Finds the in route, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's brought down.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Purdy gonna go on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's gonna make you pay.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. George Kittle. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Purdy to throw it. Brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some shit that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it.
Now it's Purdy. Setting up the screen. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Purdy looking to throw. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Fourth down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Trevor Etienne to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And here's enough time to put something together. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Young working from the gun. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. It's Young to throw here on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Sticking to the air, it's Young. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. And he's back to throw. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the 49ers are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going run again with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from the 37. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. A run with McCaffrey. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still first down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun is Purdy. He's got Bourne left side. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Niners 17, Panthers 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And that's 49ers football! Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now really.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Out of the gun, Young. He keeps it and takes off. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he's going to try to drop it in deep right. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Their punter making his way out now. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. After the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Trying it left side. Dowdle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Young. Complete out to the right. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
And this is 3rd down.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. To the air on 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
His punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. So here come the 49ers on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw by Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy on the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that takes them to 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. It is caught at the 20. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
46 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throw is caught. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making a 16-point ball game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
Panthers 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
On the return, this is Etienne. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Carolina offense headed out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup jukes away from one. Has a hole left. Room to run. Hits the 20. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 67 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Dowdle again. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Rush coming for Young. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Escapes the pocket. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10. Trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. The window to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Niners to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Purdy setting up that play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. number 6 on 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and long, Purdy. That's caught for the first. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. The gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. And a cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Comes the San Francisco offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A 28-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the gun is Purdy. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. This might be a free play for him. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We'll get a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 3rd down.
That penalty moves them 3 away from the marker. 3rd down here. Here's Purdy to throw. He's got Bourne left side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 1st down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Pressure comes, Purdy. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flush down now to his left. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
Fourth down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro in the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Pinheiro's kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. This makes it up to the 25. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
It's Young, the throw here on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. That's complete. Sanders got it out right. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Young looking to throw. It is caught left side. There goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
From the red zone now. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Second down now. They need 7. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Rolling from the gun here. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Lindo to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Hubbard with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Here's the gift to Dowdle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Young to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
I think we all saw their shoulders slump in unison when they saw that flag come out. They knew what that call was going to be.
And if he could, you know he'd dig a hole 10 feet under and go hide in it. You do not want to be the guy who gave this drive new life.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Young on 1st and 10. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Young again. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but you stay on top of the deep threat.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Right back to Leggett. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Pete, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. On first and 10. It's McCaffrey. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers holding a 12-point lead. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, McCaffrey. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Brings up 3rd and
10. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stick with McCaffrey. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
So Reed to give to McCaffrey. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers set to take the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First call here coming from the shotgun. Young working from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Young to throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.